going? How does it feel to be here? And once again, clap for being next to children. I really want to show how happy am I to be on you today, but man, I remember that I had a speech test, so I really am a bit curious about knowing how many of you have a pet, whether it's a dog, a cat, a bird, or even hamster. How does it feel to have one of those animals? Well, but in the other hand, how many of you have tortured an animal before? Whether it's a cat that you've grabbed by the tail or a dog that you've chased. I don't really know about you, but I feel that people find it so much fun to do sort of things. And actually, the entire thing has a great link to my speech, which set out animal cruelty. You know that this issue became really important and very alarming nowadays. Well, many people think that animals are not really that important because they don't have feelings at all. Well, those people are extremely wrong because, and let me be clear at this point, maybe animals don't have a mind like us. Maybe they cannot talk to express their own feelings, and maybe they don't have an easy way to get out of a complicated situation compared to our power. But despite all this, they're still God's creatures, and we should protect them because they cannot protect themselves. Well, you might find this weird, but animals have their rights too, and those rights are widely known in so many countries. But still, most of the time, people do not respect them. Unfortunately, human beings have never stopped abusing animals, which actually forces me to mention some of the most brutal acts of animal abuse. First of all, there's making fur. You know that people kill animals to get their fur in order to make clothes, very fashionable clothes. But still, how can we stand wearing another creature's skin to show off in front of people? Will we at least feel guilty about it? It is extreme disgrace and cruelty. Well, you know, the way those people get that skin out of the animal is the most horrifying manner I've ever seen in my entire life. First of all, they start taking the skin out of the animal's legs, which causes them so much pain. And when they struggle, they stomp them so many times. And when they're done getting out the skin, they throw the animal's naked, bloody body into a pile. You know that those animals will survive after, but mostly they die immediately. The second point, which I really want to talk about, and it is hunting. You know that today, and unlike 10,000 years ago, most hunters do not hunt in order to survive. They do it for fun. And they even sometimes bring their children to teach them how to hunt and enjoy it. Practically, those hunters do not kill animals. They harm them, leaving them wound and waiting for death. Thirdly, I really want to mention this one because it is really famous nowadays, and it is experimenting on animals, which actually gives me a flashback of once we were discussing the same subject in our classroom, and a classmate said that it is important to do sort of experiments and tests on animals. And it is also essential for the medical progress and human well-being. But I could never accept that. So I asked him in very simple terms, would you like something to be tested on you? Of course he didn't accept. Now I'm asking you the same question. Would you like something to be tested on you? Well, of course you won't. So what about those weak, helpless, defenseless animals that cannot speak for themselves? I don't know if you already have this in mind or not, but over 1 million animals die per year because of those experiments. So I guess it is time to put an end to this practice. Actually, all of those things I mentioned aren't everything, because there are so many types of motives. But I guess that at least we as humans should put an end for animal cruelty. And if those animals cannot speak for themselves and cannot be heard complaining, we should speak for them and say together aloud, stop animal cruelty, stop animal cruelty, stop animal